Hello and welcome. Welcome to Reimagine Life Phase 2. Today we will focus on using the whole being connection to receive information through intuition. In days 5 and 6, you have explored intuition and connecting with heart intelligence and connecting with the brain, and then eventually creating beam of light and making a connection between the heart and the brain and noticing your sensations in a different way. So when you're playing with the heart and brain unified connection, I'm talking about that or calling that a whole being connection. Um, Although ultimately whole being connection would include every cell of your body and your whole being operating from that same vibration. But let's gradually get there. So today we will focus a little bit more about intuition. Let's combine the last couple of days of exercises today, and let's focus on zooming in and out of events or objects. And events may be beneficial for you at this time because then you can focus more on receiving information. So when you wish to focus on an event, you can think about that event and then notice your sensations. If you wish, you can imagine that event inside a sphere and then notice the visuals, the sounds, the feelings, and everything else that pops up, connections, conversations, or other things that happen, and why it's important to you. Then using the zooming out process, zoom out of the event, notice that event is moving farther and farther away. Notice that your feelings or emotional charges are gradually dissipating when you're doing that. And as you move farther away, it's like you're seeing the whole planet. And then gradually you're seeing the whole solar system, and your event is so small, you can't even see it. You can barely see Earth. When you're at that point, you're connected to a greater cosmic consciousness through your visual awareness. So then your mind is focusing on the whole solar system. Or moving further back, your mind is focusing on the whole Milky Way galaxy or this whole universe. Then zoom back in and notice art is coming closer to you. And then that timeline and event is coming closer to you. And notice the full event, and you'll start to maybe notice some emotional charges about that event. And then start going inside that event. Notice what happened, and if it's bothering you, that's fine, but then think about just going inside the event, actually going inside the energy of the event. Allow yourself to be inside, and that energy is all around you. You start getting into the molecules and atoms, and eventually the subatomic particle, and again you lose all those emotional charges, because then your body, your mind, your being is more aware of a lot of other things. So by doing this a few times, you can actually you know, uh, help yourself to remove a lot of the toxicity or emotional charges or intense issues that you have noticed or experienced because of an event. Then begin to tune in. When you're going way out or way in, tune in with your sensations, the heart-brain connection working as one. Ask, what message is here for me? What can I learn? What can humanity learn? So begin to notice what ideas or informations that are coming to you. Notice your thoughts, feelings, sensations. So what you're doing is you're opening yourself up to data in a different way. Intuition is not about telling the future or forecasting about what is about to happen. You can notice some of those energies are available to everyone, but the main focus now is to enhance your intuition skills, to play with the energies and simply receive data. You don't have to interpret. As you get good at this, and as you start to notice the data, and as you start to create the bond between all these flow of information, then you will notice at some point, if you don't already have that, then at some point you will start getting information. And at certain times, you may think that you're just making up the information. It's coming from your brain. But there will be times where you know that that particular information, there's no way it could come from you. It's coming from somewhere else or someone else. So at that time, you will know for sure that you're communicating. Okay? So you can play with stars or the sun or the planet or particular ideas in the same way to just move your consciousness in and out, practice it, and then you can project your thoughts, feelings into different objects, into different stars, into different ideas, and notice the energy, notice the information, and have a conversation going and actually receive guidance that will be beneficial for you. So let's continue to practice. And as you develop these skills, you will notice that what we normally say as intuition or refer to as intuition, those skills will also get enhanced for you. Let's begin our journey and processing today. Gently close your eyes. Focus on your heart and begin to breathe in and out. Let's bring up spiraling earth energies from the center of earth and allow those energies to come up through your lower chakras and your feet for grounding. Let's bring down the spiraling rays of the sun through your higher chakras and your crown. You are inside a vortex between the earth and the sun. Allow the energies to gradually get stronger and notice your sensations. Let's now focus on Earth. Simply think about Earth and notice the energies. Notice your sensations. Notice thoughts and feelings that are coming up for you when you tune into Earth. Notice if empowering thoughts or ideas or feelings coming up, or if you're noticing issues or challenges. There is no right or wrong. Simply tune in and notice. Now let's focus on zooming out and notice you're moving away from Earth. Now you're noticing the Earth and the Moon. And gradually you're moving further away. You begin to notice some of the other planets. You're noticing the sun. You're noticing the entire solar system. Tune in with your mind and your heart. Notice the heart-brain connection. Notice how the energy changed when you're far away from Earth. Notice your sensations from this spot. Notice the visuals, feelings. Notice your thoughts. Notice the energies. Notice anything that pops up into your awareness. Notice the stillness. Let's focus on zooming in and let's begin to get closer to Earth. Notice Earth in front of you. You're entering Earth and you're coming back to your present location. Notice your sensations. Continue to zoom in And notice that now you're going inside Earth. Your consciousness is going through the different crusts and the different layers of Earth and continue to go toward the center or wherever Earth takes you. Notice the zoomed in status. Notice the molecules, and you're going beyond them. Notice the atoms. Notice the subatomic particles. Notice the energies here. Notice the visuals or anything that your mind projects. Notice the sound, smell, everything. Notice the information you're receiving. You don't have to know the details or interpret anything. Simply notice. Notice your intuition when you're at this level. Let's begin to zoom out gradually. Let's come back to your normal space-time. And let's come back to your present moment. Rub your hands together and gently open your eyes. Welcome back. So that was fun, playing with the energies and playing with intuition in a different way when you're zooming in and out and you're noticing with your senses. The reason I'm picking Earth or taking you into the solar system or taking you into the atomic structure of Earth, because you don't have too much of these emotional charges. You know, if you pick one of your life events at the very beginning, then you can, get all kinds of feelings and sensations about it. Instead of that, practice with earth, practice with the sun. Use your suntan lotion first. That's healthy. Then play with roses. Play with maybe the clouds in the sky. Play with some of the stars you see in the night sky, and then start playing with maybe some of the stones, or if you have the torus vortex or something like that, play with some objects. Okay, so begin to practice your skills, and then later play more with a particular event. You can see that event inside a sphere, move away from it, detach, zoom in, notice what's happening, keep zooming in until you get to the point where there is no more emotional charge. There are no issues there. You're noticing subatomic particles. You're noticing the flow of energy, and you're noticing the beauty this universe holds. So as you play with these energies, you can also start using some of the holographic tools and notice your sensations that way. Okay? So take care. Have a magical rest of your day. Let's play with the energies, and let's continue to have a lot more fun. I will see you for our next journey.